Felipe.
Then we woke up.
It's in this one.
Erica, how are you doing? So Mohammed.
Morning, Michael.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, we're there right now. We're right here. Yeah.
Only seen you on Facebook, yeah. Good. Mrs. Manning and Mr. Manning around. I recorded.
How are you, my love?
With this clip, you're good?
Yes, I'm good. I can.
I want to back. Let me get a shot of it. Okay.
How are you? Yeah, everything. Yeah, we're coming now. Let's take one shot with them. Quick. Yeah. You know how long they're waiting on you? You see how they've reached?
Unless you easy enough.
Yeah.
So that's a man.
We'll make more.
I make you out now.
Yeah.
Alright.
You put your
Those
scan here there.
are for the people who got them. Right? And it's only like 4 or 5. What?
allow Mr. Manning just to say a few words, after which we will start in prayer. Let me just remind you, once the prayer is said, we are going to observe COVID guidelines. We will only gather in groups of 25. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, our
Hi, good morning, everyone. I just want to thank you all for coming out this morning. I know you took the time out of your busy day for this historic occasion. I'm extremely grateful and I'm extremely humbled and inspired by the responsibility that you've all placed on my shoulders. We have been walking in every constituency, meeting with all the constituents, and as I've said from the very beginning, it's not just about winning an election, it's about proper representation. Right? And there's no way I can be a proper representative without your assistance. I have to understand you, I have to know what your needs are, and then I have to do my job to try to satisfy those needs. All right? So thank you so much for coming out today. I greatly appreciate your support. I think we should do pretty well.
What was camping feel like?
It's been good. I mean, at some days it was almost like a carnival-like atmosphere. It was really like coming home, meeting with so many of the constituents, and as I said, it's about representation. So I wanted to really see things for myself, see exactly what the needs of the people are, and then I'm going to do my best to try to take care of those.
Any anomalies along the way?
You say anomalies.
Any concerns that you would have had along the campaign trail?
No, we kind of expected some of the concerns that are out there. Some of them are national concerns. Others, we're going to have to do a better job of dealing with the various corporations and getting work done in a timely manner.
All right. When it comes down to any irregularities that pertain to the process, have you encountered any?
No irregularities at all.
Can we just get one picture of you embracing him?
Sure.
Yeah. You just add a hug.
Do you want to do anything with Hazel? Jesse, if Mrs. Manning would like to add anything?
Just to say that I'm really very proud to be part of this program, part of what is happening with Brian. Deja vu, but in a different way. Before it was a husband support, this time it's a son support, and it's different. Maybe a little bit too much motherly, so I try to keep the distance because of that. And I think he's doing very well. I'm really proud about what he's doing and how he's doing it. He has not been into the confusion, and he's stayed above it. And he looks at the big picture. He's working on the big picture. His vision is different. His approach is different, and I really think that the people for San Fernando East would appreciate him as time goes on and they get to know him and would work with him. He's a good guy.
I also want to make sure to publicly thank my campaign team and the various councillors within the constituency of San Fernando East. Their contribution and assistance has been absolutely invaluable. And there's nothing that we could have done without the fantastic team and our councillors. So I'd like to publicly thank them so much.
Brian, what were some of your while you was on your trail, campaign trail, what were some of the concerns of the citizens of the San Fernando East?
Yes. Well, we have nationally we have a youth unemployment issue. We also have an aging infrastructure issue. So these are matters that we have to really deal with, and not just deal with the matter, but ensure that some of these matters are dealt with in a timely manner. We have to really take a look at, I think local government reform is one major issue that we have to take a look at, and it's something that I'm definitely going to be pushing for.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you guys. You saw this for giving. Thank you. Thank you.
Our Lady Vice Chairman, Ms. Joan Allen, to please open the prayer.
Father, this morning we praise you and we glorify your name. We pray this morning, God, that you are going to cover us. You are going to cover Brian Manning with your blood. Father, you're going to cover his family. You're going to cover the entire campaign team. You're going to cover our constituents. Father, and as we move forward, we pray for wisdom, we pray for knowledge, and we pray for understanding. We thank you for a day like this. And we pray, dear God, as we go forward, you are going to go before us. You're going to be behind him and above him. Father, you're going to speak to him and you're going to direct him in what course he has to go. No weapon formed against him shall prosper. Amen. And every tongue that rise up, we condemn in the name of Jesus. We pray, God, for unity and we pray for strength. And we pray for your blessing and your anointing. We pray, God, that you're going to take the lead. We pull down every stronghold in the name of Jesus. And this morning, God, we give you glory. We give you praise. And we give you honor. We give you honor, God. Father God, we give you honor for son of your soil as you bless him and you keep him. In Jesus' name.
Fine, thank you, and yourself?
I good.
When you come back?
I don't come back, I just come again.
Alright. Say it, say it.
Great is the PNM.
3 times.
Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM.
And?
Great is the PNM.
And?
We shall prevail.
Party done.
Party done.
All right. So he's a counting England. I had that for you. Okay.
Hi, good morning. I find this is totally ridiculous. We have to stand up in the sun here and our candidate is inside there. We're supposed to be inside of the school. In spite of COVID, we are all in the same team and we are all a member of the San Fernando East. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Morning, everyone. I like my music truck.
It's not bad at all.
If we turn the other way around, is that okay with you?
It's only fair.
Good morning. Hi, Ria.
Stacey, tell us about the campaign trail. What's it been like for you? How has the preparation been? Any anomalies, irregularities to report on? It's a marginal seat. How do you fancy your chances?
You really think this is a marginal seat?
Well, according to the commentators.
Let me ask you a question. We won the election last time by over 3,000 votes. You notice that the UNC has margins in other seats that they don't call a marginal seat. A 500 seats here, 500 votes here, a 1,500 here. San Fernando West is a thinking constituency. San Fernando West is a constituency of many constituencies. What do I mean by that? We have our fair distribution between the very wealthy and the very impoverished. And I've spent my time as MP in this area looking after the most vulnerable first, whilst at the same time anchoring solid development in San Fernando, which will yield in the round approximately 15,000 jobs during and after construction. I challenge you right now to go along the waterfront area, go to our HTC building communities, and you will see active development that began years ago. You must remember, you don't get a certificate of environmental clearance in a matter of 2 months or in a matter of a year. All of the public consultations, the procurement of the contractors, all of those things took us years to get done with the financing for them. In total, therefore, on the developmental side as MP, I've managed to yield about 30 projects in San Fernando. Skinner Park, Embarcadero redevelopment, the road widening and pure redevelopment, the Rushwood Street extension, the boardwalk facility, the PTSC bus yard removal, the $750 million project at that point, the hospital car park, 1,000 car parks, the Carlton Lane redevelopment, the Anglican Church redevelopment, Plaza San Carlos redevelopment, the fishing port redevelopment, Olera Heights redevelopment, and then Bayshore, Embarcadero, and Navet. I'm talking about 400 homes for our squatting community. You see, whilst other people have no precise plans, San Fernando has been in the care of a thinking MP that has managed to mobilize. Now, I've said all of that, and you asked a very simple question. How has the campaign been? With that kind of coordination, it has been an excellent campaign with a lot of love and a lot of warmth. You must remember, as Attorney General, I meet people along the road that tell me, thank you for decriminalizing marijuana. Thank you for passing laws to treat with domestic violence. Thank you for doing the follow the money legislation. Thank you for ensuring that criminal charges were laid against high-ranking people perceived to be beyond the law. So whether it is on the Attorney General's work product, the government's management of COVID, or on the constituency development, we've had a very warm reception. Quite honestly, this is the best part about being an MP, to be in front of everybody's home, to see them in their needs, and to give hope for prosperity in San Fernando. I'm very excited about this election. I'm looking forward to returning to government. I feel confident about it. It's why I've come by myself today. We're in a COVID pandemic. We have to really manage ourselves carefully, because Trinidad and Tobago didn't come first in the world by mistake. As for anomalies, you'll see a lot of people wearing yellow t-shirts on times, occasionally. Those are people that have come to me to say, boss, they're paying $400 a day to walk. I can tell you, we walk with volunteers in the PNM. I've said to them quite simply, take the money, but know your worth. When somebody comes at you after 10 years, as the UNC does, with a hamper worth $300, that hamper, when you divide it by 10 years, multiplied by 365, is equal to 1 cent a day. San Fernandians know their value. So they're happy to take the UNC money, which seems to be their way of campaigning, whereas we have volunteers that are really mashing up the place. We've had a wonderful campaign and it's been great. Okay?
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm ready. Boy, good morning, my brother. You good?
Enough respect.
Morning, brother.
Good morning. Morning to you.
Vaya bang, vaya vaya. Come Jackie. God bless you, boy. God bless you. I have ready.
Eight persons, please come.
Valmiki.